Hi, my name is Heidi Campbell, and I am the media specialist here at Parkview High School, back to share some incredible book ideas with you. This month, October, is Blind Awareness Month. And here in the Media Center, we are highlighting some books about some visually impaired characters. We also have some other exciting stuff going on in the Media Center. We have a speaker coming in on October 29th who is a blind astronomer from England. He is a professor at the University of Portsmouth, and he will be speaking to our classes via Zoom from England to tell us about his experiences as a blind astronomer. So that should be really, really interesting. But I wanted to highlight today some of the books that we have on display for our Blind Awareness Month. I'm not going to talk about all of them in detail, but I'm going to show you a few of these books so that you can see. I think I like this side better. There we go. This one is The Heart of Apple Butter Hill. We have this book here, Blindsided, which looks to be a really interesting book. We have the Tragedy Paper. All of these are some new books that we've just recently gotten into the Media Center. This one looks really particularly interesting. It's called Not If I See You First. I'll just read you a little blip from the inside. The rules. Don't deceive me, ever, especially using my blindness, especially in public. Don't help me unless I ask. Otherwise, you're just getting in my way or bothering me. Don't be weird. Seriously. Other than having my eyes closed all the time, I'm just like you, only smarter. Parker Grant doesn't need 20/20 vision to see right through you. That's why she created the rules. Don't treat her any differently just because she's blind. So there's a little, this looks like an interesting, she's got an interesting character going on in here. Right from the start, we see it. This next one is called The One Thing. Maggie Sanders might be blind, but she won't invite anyone to her pity party. Ever since losing her sight 6 months ago, Maggie's rebellious streak has taken on a life of its own, culminating with an elaborate school prank. Maggie called it genius. The judge called it illegal. Find out what she did. Looks like a good one. Here's another one called The Blind Spot. That looked like an interesting story as well. Missing things is nothing new to 16-year-old Roz. She lives with macular degeneration, an eye disease that robs her of her central vision and, it seems, her best friends. Every day, Roz has to piece together fragments to make sense of the world around her. She's always managed to get along just fine without help, but when she's placed in a special needs class, Roz begins a desperate attempt to prove she's normal. And soon, her world spins out of control. Sounds like a really good one. Again, another one that we just got in called Girl Stolen. Cheyenne realizes she's being kidnapped, but she can't see the guy who's kidnapping her or where they're going because for the last 3 years, Cheyenne has been blind. Suspense. And finally, another one, and we have more books than this on our display, but I wanted to highlight a few. This one is called She Is Not Invisible. Loreth Peak's father has taught her to look for reoccurring events, patterns, and numbers, a skill at which she's remarkably talented. When he goes missing while researching coincidence for a new book, Loreth and her younger brother fly from London to New York and must unravel a series of cryptic messages and frightening clues to help find him. Reliant on her instinct, senses, and her brother to survive, Loreth finds that rescuing her father will take all her skill at spotting the extraordinary and sometimes dangerous connections in a world full of darkness. Because there's one complication. Loreth is blind. So, hopefully you've heard a few books that might pique your interest, and you will come into the Media Center and check these books out. We also have on display a white cane to show students here at Parkview the tool that is used by our visually impaired students here to help them get around. And we have several books on display of Braille that you can come and see. We actually have a copy of Mice and Men, which is a teeny little book, and then you see how it is in Braille. It's really quite fascinating. So I hope that you will get a chance to come by the Media Center, check out one of our new books that have visually impaired characters, and celebrate this month with us in the Media Center. And if your teacher hasn't mentioned it, ask them about coming to hear the Zoom call from the blind astronomer. I think it's going to be really fascinating. They can email me or come by the Media Center to get signed up. Thanks so much and have a great rest of your day.